Financial reporting standards questions. Question number 1. Professional organizations of accountants and auditors that establish financial reporting standards are called what? Professional organization of accountants, IFAC, and these are the members that compose of IASB and FASB. These are the bodies, composed of professional accountants and auditors that establish financial reporting standards are called what? International Organization of Securities Commission? No. IOSCO, as we discussed, it does not establish standards. It's an umbrella organization of regulators like Securities Exchange Commission, Securities Exchange Board of India, Securities Exchange Commission of Pakistan, Financial Conduct Authority of the UK. So it's an umbrella organization of regulators. They do not issue standards. Wrong. Regulatory authorities? No. They are the one who enforce it. They do not establish standards. They are the enforcement part of your corporate governance. They do not draft, they do not discuss exposure drafts, and they do not finalize the standards. They regulate only. It's the standard setting bodies, IASB and FASB. So that makes C to be the correct option. Next, according to IASB conceptual framework for financial reporting, one of the qualitative characteristic of financial statement is qualitative characteristic. We just discussed a little while earlier that there are two specific fundamental qualitative characteristics, that is faithful presentation, and out of this is given here. Faithful presentation, not timeliness. Going concern is one of the assumptions. So there are two qualitative characteristics, financial statements, relevance and the faithful presentation. Relevance and faithful presentation, these are the two fundamental characteristics. The remaining four, they just enhance these two fundamental characteristics. So it means out of these two, faithful presentation is given, rest of them is not. That makes A to be the correct option. Moving on, which of the following is company's least likely requirement? Which of the following is the company's least likely required to present according to the International Accounting Standard 1? Please, gentlemen, note down from February 2021, when your CFA exam goes CBT, computer-based testing. Your testing system at Prometric has a feature that will allow you to highlight a certain part from the question, a certain keyword or group of keywords that define a question. So we in CMA, we do it frequently. We strike out incorrect option and focus only what needs to be deliberated upon, and we highlight a certain part that we believe is keyword in the question. So you have this feature. This highlighted part will stay there as long as the paper is running. So it's permanent. You can remove it whenever you want to, but this is a good feature. You can highlight a particular part of the question and you can all the time focus on that key part. So it says, which of the following is a company least likely required to present according to International Accounting Standard number 1? Statement of changes in owner's equity is one of the components. Yes, required. A summary of accounting policies given in notes. Correct. Disclosure of material events. This is not required as a part of your 5 components of your financial statement. So that is least likely required, and incorrect option, and that makes D to be the correct option. Then, according to the IASB conceptual framework, characteristics that enhance the relevance and faithful representation, these are the two fundamental characteristics, include what? Comparability was there, yes. One of those 4 included comparability. Thoroughness wasn't there. Timeliness, information to be submitted in timely fashion, shouldn't be stale. Verifiability, to analysts, to users using same method should reach the same conclusion. It was there. Assurance wasn't there. Understandability was there. These 4 contents enhance the 2 fundamental characteristics of financial statements. So A is incorrect because of thoroughness. C is incorrect because of assurance. That makes B to be the correct option. Correct. Next. According to the IFRS framework, timeliness is a characteristic that enhances what? Those 2 fundamental characteristics. Only faithful representation, only relevance. These are 2 fundamental characteristics, faithful representation and relevance. So timeliness, supports both of these, not just faithful representation or relevance. So both relevance and faithful representation. So that makes B to be the correct option. Next, the objective of financial reporting is most accurately described as providing information about what? Useful for decision makers? Yes. According to the conceptual framework for financial reporting, the objective of financial reporting is to provide information about the firm to current and potential investors. I specifically said 3 types of people: shareholders, lenders, trade credit providers. Useful for them for making decisions. This wasn't there, complete, neutral and free from error, compliant with the accepted accounting principle. It wasn't there mentioned in the financial reporting basic objective we discussed a little while ago. So that makes A to be the correct option. Conceptual framework explicitly defines that the financial statement must be for the decision maker of the users, specifically lenders, shareholders, and trade credit providers. Next, required financial statements according to the International Accounting Standard number 1 include what? Cash flow statement? Yes. Auditor's report is not a part of the set of financial statements. Balance sheet? Yes. Explanatory notes as a part of footnotes? Yes. Income statement? Yes. Working capital summary? No. There is no such requirement. So it means the only combination of the statements is B is right. B is the correct option. Correct. Next, which of the following is least likely a qualitative characteristic accounting information must process in order to provide useful information to analysts according to ISB conceptual framework? Least likely. Relevance was there, 2 fundamental characteristics. Faithful representation was there. We didn't study conservatism anywhere, but I'll explain what is conservatism. Conservatism is called old-fashioned approach, or in Urdu it's called Qadamat Pasandi, old-fashionedness. What does it mean in literal terms? When you see an expected loss, it hasn't yet occurred. Conservatism says book it as a loss right now, even it is expected. Just like allowance for bad debts. It's just an allowance, there isn't actual bad debt, but under the conservatism principle, we must book this loss under the current period. Also, it is applicable under the matching principle. So, any expected loss which hasn't yet materialized, we must book it as a loss. And any expected income must not be recorded unless it is actually earned, not necessarily received. So, expected losses must be recorded and expected incomes must not be recorded unless they actually accrue. This is called conservatism. Of course, this is what we didn't discuss in the qualitative characteristics of financial reporting. Accounting information was only relevance and faithful presentation. That makes B to be odd among these out. Odd man out was B. Moving on. A firm engages in a new type of financial transaction. A new type of financial transaction. Transactions are evolving. Newer transactions, newer products keep on coming every day. So, a new financial transaction that has material effect on its earnings. An analyst should most likely be suspicious of the new transaction if the transaction is not governed by existing regulations. Maafi mushkil hai. New transaction may emerge that may not be governed by existing regulation. It's not an issue because your current regulations, your current standards may not cover all the transactions. That is why they have given you certain flexibility to adjust according to the given circumstances. So this is not a cause of concern. I shouldn't be suspicious just because the transaction is not governed by the regulations. It's not an issue. Maafi mushkila here. Management has not explained its business purpose. Transaction has been recorded in the financial statements, but management should explain this in the footnotes. What kind of transaction is it? Management has to, no explanation has been given. A new kind of transaction has been booked. That raises eyebrows. That raises questions. So that needs some justification. This is some cause of concern for me as an analyst. See, no accounting standard exists that applies to transaction. No problem. New transactions may emerge from which there is no related to which there is no applicable accounting standard. So there is no issue with ANC because your standards, your regulations do not cover everything. The point is that the management must explain the nature of the transaction in notes. If the management hasn't then this raises questions. Analysts should obtain information from the firm's management regarding the economic substance of this transaction, what this transaction is all about. So that makes B to be the odd one, and that is the right one. Next, two underlying assumptions of financial statements according to the IASB conceptual framework. Underlying assumptions. Going concern assumption is that the business is going on and it will continue to do so in the future. That is called going concern. Accrual accounting means that the transactions are recorded when they occur, not when the cash is paid or cash is received. True. Correct. Going concern, yes, but historical cost is one of the measurement base. It is not conceptual, it's not the underlying assumption. It's a measurement base. Accrual accounting, yes, but historical cost is a measurement base. So this makes option B and C to be incorrect and A to be the correct one, and A is your right answer. Which of the following is least likely one of the general requirements for financial statements under the IFRS? Under the IFRS. Statements should be prepared at least quarterly. No, we discussed a little while ago and emphasized specifically that at least annually. At least annually. This is least likely. What about B and C? Statements should be prepared under the going concern assumption. Yes, one of the underlying assumption that the business is going on and it will continue to do so in the future. This is one of the fundamental bases of preparing financial statement. No offsetting of income against expenses unless the standard permits so. This is true as well. So it means A is incorrect, least likely, and that is your right answer.